Alafia, everybody. Welcome to AstrorisaMoon Talk. This is our third video talking about the moon aspects that are coming up for this August 7th, 2017 full moon in Aquarius. It is 15 degrees in house 3, and it is a partial eclipse, a lunar eclipse. And then we have the Sun is going to be 15 degrees in Leo in house 9. So we need to see what is the flavor of the tea for this particular lunar aspect that's coming up. Oh, there's some strong tea. I got out some ginger lemon, but I think it's more ginger. Woo woo. Okay, so let's talk about this aspect here. Okay, so like when we are dealing with the moon in opposition to Mars, we are dealing with vindictiveness, a talkative personality. Let's see what we got here. We got the Sun. We have the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Coins, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so this is representing this aspect of moon opposite Mars. Okay, so like I was saying, moon opposite Mars is dealing with just a high energy. It's a high voltage energy. There's the like combativeness that comes with it. It makes a person impatient, and you could be temperamental, irritable, but also it can also make you feel courageous, and people will tend to want to speak their truth like without fear, be somewhat like combative about it. And then there's like defensive-ness that happens with it. I truly see that here with this 5 of Swords. So the moon represents it represents our needs, okay, and it represents how can I say, because I talked about the moon before, but it represents not only our needs, but also, like I said before, our wants. With the moon, you can't really it's hard to distinguish between a need and a want. Everything blurs together when we're dealing with the moon energy. The moon also reflects back to us our understanding about ourselves, or what we think we understand about ourselves, because when you're dealing with or working with the moon, you tend to see only what you really want to see. I'm going to be sipping here so I'm not coughing so much. And that's why moon work is really hard, people. It's hard because you have to really be willing to look at self in all the areas and nooks and crannies, or whatever that is. So Mars is a Ogunish energy. Mars is the planet that belongs to the Orisha Ogun. The moon, which is Oshupa, belongs to the Orisha Yamaja. Some people will say it belongs to Nana Baruch. Was it Nana Baruch? But anyway, Mars. If Mars is well aspected, then it will bring out our sense of empowerment. And we've talked about empowerment in the last two videos. But it'll bring out a sense of empowerment. And we become more determined to move forward, regardless of what that challenge looks like. Okay? But when it's afflicted, then it brings out the guns, the knives, and all forms of mental and emotional artillery. Okay? And we end up blowing apart like whatever becomes a target. And this is not always intentional, but that's what happens when it's afflicted. So Mars is going to be sitting in house 9, and it's going to be 11 degrees. So it's sharing its residency with the sun at the time of this upcoming Aquarius full moon. Woo-woo. So this is going to be something. It's going to be something. Let me just also tell you a little more about the moon aspects. The moon opposite Mars, rather. Okay, so we are talking about Yamaja and Cancer energies. We're talking about Ogun and Aries energies. And when they are in opposition, then that means that they are expressing the extremes and the extreme ends of a polarity. So this upcoming Aquarius moon has two oppositions. And the rest of the planets for that date only have one opposition each. So what that means is that we are really going to be tested in the areas of the sun opposite moon and the sun, excuse me, and the moon opposite Mars. So wherever that falls, wherever Mars and the moon and the sun fall in your birth chart, you want to look at that. Just to give you all just a little more information on this moon opposite Mars being the second opposition. When you have two oppositions in a chart, then that means that you really need to pay strict attention to whatever it's dealing with. So with this upcoming moon, the house, the moon is in house 3. So we are really going to have to also pay a lot of attention to our communication, our travel, that type of thing. I wasn't planning on going into the moon forecast per se, but I think it's important with understanding that we do have two oppositions, and those oppositions are following the moon, that I speak just a little bit about that. Also, that is a great indicator as to why, when I mentioned before in other videos, that the main theme for this upcoming moon is we need to pay close attention to detail. That is the two oppositions that the moon is going to be experiencing. So for my Orisha people, that's, like Alafia Tawa, okay? So with these two oppositions, that means that we on a collective conscious level are going to have to pull out our magnifying glasses and on a subject, whatever that subject is. So this moon opposite Mars is going to make us examine what irritates us. Okay? What irritates us? What irritates us the most? The most. So, my people, like, if you don't like people who talk with food in their mouth, then guess what? You're going to run into a lot of people who are going to be talking to you and rolling food in their mouth during this moon season. Okay? And that is really going to, we know it's going to irritate you. So then the question is, can you connect to the energy, spirit, and space of patience and peace that lives deep within your psyche? Because that means that with this aspect here of moon opposite Mars, patience does not sit well with folks. If you are connecting to this particular aspect of the moon, okay? Not the one where it was opposite Sun, not the one where it was trine Jupiter, but where it is in opposition with Mars, Ogun energy. If you are connecting, if your spirit, if your person, you know, if your experiences cause you to connect to this aspect, then understand why you are going to be, and right now, because you know it always starts, the connection always begins about 8 to 10 days before the moon is new or full. So this is why, like right now, you are just on edge, you're irritable, temperamental, you know, people getting on your nerves. The most simple thing is just can make you just feel like you're blowing up there, because you are going to draw into you or towards you these experiences, because that's what that does for us. Okay, so it's going to be this aspect of it is going to be a doozy for some people, because we're talking about the what I want, what I need, what it's like a real me. Those that are connecting to the moon opposite Mars, it's really somewhat of a selfish kind of energy, because remember I said that the moon is about what you need, okay, as much as what you want. Now, so you got, it's about what I need, it's about what I want, plus it's about what I need again. Okay, so we are going to have a lot of folks that are going to be feeling very selfish if they're connecting to this aspect, but at the same time, they're not going to, like I was saying, they're not going to have any bones or feel any bones about satisfying those needs. Not at all. You know, you're going to feel invigorated, and you're going to feel really good about making sure that your needs are met. Okay. And this is letting me know that for a lot of people, they were previously having a problem with feeling that way. Like, you know, maybe I'm being a bit selfish. Maybe I'm being, you know, maybe I just, it just doesn't sit well with me. You know, there's so many things on my plate and there's so much that I have to do. And, you know, I just really don't have time. But you had all this time to give to everybody else. But you have been noticing that as you get closer to this moon time and full moon Aquarius, if your spirit is connecting, or your soul self is connecting to this particular opposition, then that whole, I'm not sure if I should, you know, go and sip from my cup. That is like not an issue anymore. Definitely not an issue anymore. Not for right now, anyway. And then, if again on the well aspected side of it, this is also going to be a moon time for you, you folks connecting to this opposition who are really feeling good about going after the things that you were wanting to go after. The other aspect, which was that Jupiter trine, some people were going to be, or are going to be, struggling with, should I do it? You know, I really feel like I want to do it. I have, you know, I really loved to do it. You all are not going to have that issue. That's not going to be a problem. You are going to be like, look, I truly see the prize. I see what I want. It does not matter if I have to walk on water to get it. I am going after it. And you know what? It doesn't matter who tells me yes or tells me no. I'm not asking for anybody's permission. That is just going to happen. And if you get in my way, then woe be unto you. That is so what this energy is about. This spread right here is very much about those of you who were not sure, okay, not sure previously, feeling a little bit apprehensive because, like I said, you might have been feeling like, well, you know, I'll just put my desires to the side right now. This is like that energy. This is showing me, this is this moon opposite Mars is going to be targeting a lot of people who are like helpers, you know, of other people, like, you know, the leaders, people who have strong leadership abilities, and are multitaskers and can hold down the fort. Okay, and those kind of personalities are somewhat, they will sacrifice self a lot because they are mission oriented. And if you're mission oriented, that's all that matters, is that mission. And you will, you have a hard time of recognizing that you are part of the mission in a larger scope. You know, the mission might be to get the paperwork done by 1 o'clock, but you don't see yourself as being part of that mission because you're not the paperwork. So you are missing the point that if you're not up to par, then the work is not going to get done. So this is showing me that with this upcoming moon time, those that are connecting to like that Mars are opposite moon, or moon opposite Mars rather, you were previously getting a message that it's time to also go after your own personal dreams or go after your own whatever it is that you have been setting to the side for far too long, and you are moving out of that, and you're just like, if you're wondering, why am I feeling so empowered and protective when it comes to what I want? That is why. So you know, if this is afflicted and you're connecting to the afflicted aspect of this moon time that's coming up, moon sitting in house 3, that's communication, that's people close to us. Don't blow up a good thing just because, you know, folks getting on your nerves. Your lessons is going to be patience. 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 Okay. Patience. I just feel like pulling this other card. So, we don't want to sabotage those things that we truly are feeling empowered. There's a word again, empowered, to go after. So this is also saying with this is the 9 of Cups. So it's time to have a good time. Don't take yourself so seriously during this moon time. Again, talking to all of those who are connecting to this aspect of the moon's energy. Enjoy yourself a little bit. This is going to draw towards you, this moon energy is going to draw towards you lessons about why it's important to have fun. You know, like not just a little chuckle fun, but hold your stomach and roll on the side with laughter, fun. That's what this is. That's some of the lessons that can come to us for those that are connecting again to this energy. So don't fight the feeling about going. Don't question yourself as to, do I deserve to do this, whatever this is, because you're going to do it anyway with this moon energy. You're going to do it. If you don't do it, you're going to feel very upset and vindictive because you feel like, because you're like, if somebody's trying to get in my way or they tried to stop me, that's not going to be a good situation. So don't feel any kind of way about, well, why all of a sudden I just feel I have an impulse to just jet ski. You know, you haven't done it for a long time, or play ball, or whatever it is. That's because you need to do that. You need to do it. And also, you need to start looking at, I don't want to say need, so it would be a great idea to start revisiting those plans that you've been thinking about. Okay, just like and this is Jupiter, so just like that last video, we're talking about plans and businesses. So for some of you, you're thinking as well about business. Your issue is not about should I do it or shouldn't I do it, but it's more of when I don't have time. And so this for you is saying, why aren't you making the time? Why is everybody else's time more important than your time? Balance that out and make everybody's time a priority, including yourself. Okay? So that is this moon opposite Mars. That is the Ogun energy and the Yemaja energy, because, you know, Yemaja, she is real clear about who needs what and how to get it. And she doesn't sit around and ask people, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? She is clear. She knows it needs to be done, and she's going to do it. And everybody knows that Ogun makes a way. So nurture yourself, which you are going to do regardless, but feel comfortable in doing it. That's what this is for. Feel comfortable in doing it. All right, everybody, so thanks for chiming in and listening to AstrorisaMoon talk, seeing about what is going on with these aspects. And remember to know your truest self, follow the moon. Take care. We're going to chime in again soon.